Hello, and welcome to drillingcontractor.org. This is Kelly Ainsworth here at OTC 2016 in Houston. During the conference, Wild Well Control is showcasing the Well Contained system. Here to tell us more about it is Larry Sims of Wild Well Control. How are you doing today, Larry?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. And the Well Contained system was designed to help operators prevent, prepare for, respond to, and recover from well control incidents. What are the primary components of this system?
Well, the primary components were devices that were already existing in the oil and gas business. So it's not a one-off system. We just took components that were capable of assembling a capping stack, which was something that was needed after the incident in the Gulf of Mexico, and we assembled this from various vendors, and we did some of the engineering ourselves as a response that was being called for by the industry itself. So it is a global system, and we are capable of responding on a global basis as well.
Can you tell us about the specs of the primary capping assembly as well as where and how they're staged?
The primary specs of both of our capping systems, and we have two. One is staged in Aberdeen, Scotland, and one is staged in Singapore. And we did this for various reasons. We feel like we can respond globally from those two bases, given where the deep water drilling is going on in the world today. Both of the capping systems have an 18 3/4 inch bore through there, which is primarily what the drilling operations would require while they're drilling a well. And both of them are 15,000 PSI rated equipment, and they're both rated to 10,000 feet working depth. Now we have recertified one of our systems to work to 12,000 feet because the industry is moving into deeper water. So we took that liberty on our own about a year ago and had one of the systems recertified to work in 12,000 feet of water.
And what response exercises have been undertaken with this system, and what have been some lessons learned to improve the system in case of an incident?
We have done both internal and external drills and exercises. Some of the exercises that we started out with were our own internal regulations, and the reason for doing that was we tried to get better at assembling these capping stacks. Both of our capping stacks are left in a state of readiness to be mobilized by air or by sea. So they're not assembled sitting at the dock. They're in component systems. So if we need to put them on an aircraft, we can very easily just mobilize them on a truck to the airport, put them on a plane, and fly them into the nearest air base to the region where an operator may have an incident. So both of these systems were designed specifically for that, and the drills and exercises behind that were to give us an edge to be able to build the systems quicker and mobilize them much quicker. You know, each company may have a different response plan of their own, and we try to work within their response plan, not just create our own for them. Now we will if they ask us to, but most of them have an internal regulations already, and we just try to meet those regulations and meet the timeline and the exercise for them. So a lot of lessons that have been learned are vessel sizes that are needed, what we call source control equipment that surrounds just a capping stack. Capping stack it's not a magic bullet, it's just part of an overall equipment list that might be required in a well control. And I think operators have learned that lesson, is there is much more to a well control than just a capping stack. It's not just a cork that you put in the ground, and it doesn't happen very quickly. It does take time to mobilize this equipment, and I think the more exercises and the drills we do, that clients become more in tune with what that response might be.
Great. Thanks for joining us today, Larry.
Well, thank you for interviewing us, and welcome to OTC.
And thank you for joining us on drillingcontractor.org.